album.
Well, actually, I understand what you're saying, but I think the reason why it's different these days because it's like when you got that spotlight and you popping and you buzzing, you got to keep it. You got to keep it going because as soon as you relax, it off to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's different.
That's in anything though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but I think that's more so why the artists these days is just constantly just, cause I swear like I digest music differently. You know what I'm saying? So I be like, I get on to something, I'm like, damn, this shit, you know, I like this and I'm listening. The next thing you know, people like, oh, you heard this? I'm like, damn, I'm still focusing on this, trying to, and then, so I lose track sometimes. It's hard to keep up with me.
That's what I said.
It's hard to keep up.
I have a real big issue with that, but I would just like to give Tia an opportunity to kind of chime in on what we were just speaking about. So, like, I mean, like, when it comes to how music was before and how you get into new music now, being that you pretty much came up with the new wave of the technology and all that, and you kind of like hearing us speak about it, and you probably missed out on some of those. Like you can have a, like, here's what I'm saying, you can have an MP3 player or iPod or just your phone and it has an MP3 built in, where we had to have a whole cassette joint and buy physical tapes to put in there. So what would you say is the most effective tool that helped artists pretty much gain popularity?
Well, social media. Social
media
has to be the most effective tool to gain popularity. But then you got the voice, you know, the voice thing that they do. What is it called again? Where you can change your voice on a track.
Oh,
the auto-tune, right? The auto-tune. You know, people doing a lot of that these days, and that's becoming popular. And that gets a lot of people popular these days, along with social media and just the right marketing skills, using the internet and using the people to your will to gain popularity. That's some of the best tools of technology we have these days.
So even as you mentioned all of the new ways, which would lend itself to like social media and all of that. So if we lend ourselves to social media or whatever, and then like you said, there's also older traditions like word of mouth and like, you know, influence from people to tell you, like, put you on with the artist. Just like my DJ did with that Cream 2017. So that was definitely dope, and that was pretty much like a great tie into, you know, what we were just saying. Like some of the stuff that you can pull from the past is still effective even today, even down to the track that you use the spit bars on. So with that being said, we are still kind of waiting on our guest, our cameraman. Our cameraman just made it in. I wanted to know if he had anything to add to the topic from all the way over there.
What's the question again?
The question is, or the topic today, I just had to fill them in, y'all. It said, I first fell in love with hip-hop when I heard ... And then, you know, the sub-question would be like, which artist, which song, do you remember the verse, and when can you recall hearing dopeness being, you know, placed on your ears for the first time in reference to hip-hop?
So like,
you gotta come to the mic. I want to hear what you say on the one. Everybody to hear what you got, because I mean, it's valuable to kind of incorporate everybody, because that's definitely why we all here. We all have that in common.
Yeah. So I remember going to like a Cash Money concert like in the 3rd grade. So like that whole wave right there, them groups, Cash Money, Rough Riders, you know, all that wave. So that's when I feel like, oh yeah, I like music. This was cool. So that's when I really liked it. You know, from saying that, them having fun on stage and doing what they do, the girls on there going wild. Right. That was cool to me. And
so
older people
down with the 99 to the 2000.
Yeah, so like that so movement right there, all them groups, diplomats, all that. So it's like, oh wow, yeah, this music cool. But I heard y'all talking about like social media. That do play a big part in the difference. But back like when hip hop was coming about, it was word of mouth. But I feel as though that word of mouth, that make it more unique. That you don't got all the technology and all the masses people get into it, but somehow that word of mouth.
When you had to do an album, they had like reel to reel, like that's basically like a extra large cassette tape that they had to record to, and then when they mess up, they got to run the tape back and redo it. So it's like we can just delete something and re-record it. They had to like physically move the tape back and find the spot to then re-record and then kind of like make a smooth punch transition on a physical tape. Like, oh Lord, have mercy. But people would do it and find a fast way, make it more effective, try their own little techniques, and they pulled it off. But it's like you got people with stuff at their fingertips now, and they can't even produce it in the same way with people who did it like that so long ago. I seen people use broken phones for microphones in little makeshift studios, and like a half a headphone set is now a microphone because they knew how to plug it in.
Hey, sometimes you got.
Hey, that's what I said. And the Casio keyboard was a sampler like a mug. Like, boy, if y'all ain't make all y'all beats, y'all first song beats in the basement with that Casio in that earphone ear as the mic.
Yeah.
I watched it happen, and it came out dope. It was like a little choppy and rough, like they needed mixed down. But for them to be able to record it and have those like minimal resources, they still pulled it off. So I always like to share classic stuff like that because that's like real innovative. When you from the hood, you come up with ways like, what's the most unique place you found? Because you like the rap tier, so let's just ask you, what was one of the unique places that you found yourself like dropping some bars or coming up with some verses or having a cipher with people? Like, what's the weirdest place you found yourself in?
The weirdest place I found myself having a cipher. Cause I done had so many ciphers with people just out the blue, you know. Let's rap, you feel me? Let's freestyle.
That's how you know it's real.
You know, I done freestyled at rallies, at protests, at
Are
like
you
galas.
freestyling or you have ready?
Well, already written.
But can you freestyle?
Yeah, I can freestyle. I can freestyle.
Keep that in mind for the end of the show.
Right.
Go ahead.
Right. I can freestyle. I'm not as good as the best, but I'm getting better, and I always practice my craft. But I guess the craziest place. I can't really think of no crazy places.
Like I'm saying, it could have been like a rooftop, an alley. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody's backyard. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I mean, in my dorm room, you know, I used to always freestyle. I still do. You feel me? In the dorm with my friends, we'd get together, put some music on, and we'd freestyle all day. Just sit back and chill and rap. And they the best. I done spit the best freestyle bars I done never spit. You know, freestyling with them inside the dorm or whatever. You feel me? Shout out to my homeboy Dongo. Shout out to my homeboy Juan. From Detroit and Chicago.
so with you being a developing lyricist, would you say that there are like any female influential rappers in the city, or do you have opportunities to have ciphers with other females that's coming up?
Not too often. I do meet some female artists. That are dope. Chrissy Stay High. She was on the show before.
She was on that show.
She dope. Yeah, she real dope. You know, I still listen to her music from time to time. A couple of her freestyles. I got a couple other friends that, you know, want to come up in the music business. They haven't really taken that step forward to really push their music and push their craft like they could to get out there. But they can freestyle. I know some dope female artists in the city. Yeah.
Word, that's what's up. So we gotta get more of them up here, and if y'all are listening and if you need to contact us, then you can hit the email at chakelet360@gmail.com, and that's spelled CHAKELET 360@gmail.com. You can send your suggestions. You can hit our social media pages up, any of the inboxes, leave a comment at Chakelet360. Spelled CHAKELET_360, and that's across the board on all media platforms: Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, YouTube, all of those things. So if you have any, you know, suggestions or somebody that you would like to hear come up on the show, spit some bars, send me some suggestions. You know what I'm saying? We building up our guest list, and we're still taking interview requests at this point. So again, you can hit us up on that email, and if you want to submit music, then you can hit DJ Lex up at djlex1hotish@gmail.com, and that's DJLEXHOTISH1@gmail.com. So send him some tracks if you want him to give him a listen. We probably could premiere your song or, you know, play it in the mix or something like that when we go into our new school trap mix. Aren't we about to do that, DJ Lex? Not yet? Okay, so we about to go into a break though. So we are going to be right back after this dope musical vintage hip hop break. Is Chakelet360 the basement, and we'll be right back. Yeah.
I used to see you niggas on my TV screen and wonder what was life like. Was it all a dream? And then I met you out on Live Nation Day.
Alright, cool girl, Tanice Santel. This is Chakelet360. We are back. So with that being said, we gonna lighten the load, we gonna bring the speed up, and we gonna go into our new school track mix by DJ Lex here on Chakelet360, the new mix. Yeah. On Chakelet360.
Okay, this time we gonna shut it off. Miss Hustle, feature Bono, Nick Bucks. Can't have your hustle.
No maker forever proud. You won't see Kevin laugh for Kevin Child. Right? When you was blessed, me big gal. Party with her 6, Vaughn Zip. Word the puff, we're getting it is a must. Real ones like Ruff was killing them with the dust. Baby May had things like Thriller, it was a rush. May stepped in the light and Killer was in the cut. Then came Diplomats, Linux was on the map. Where we was quick to lose it, flip it and get it back. Steve Rack on the range, inside champagne, a whiskey full limp, construct Tim's the Mac. Strings and tongue hanging, teams is gun banging. Giving these OGs hell, the young sayings. Grab keys over degrees, they want names in the drug game. And big chains, they done waiting. Helly Hansons was the Icon. Level ball was Ave Rexes with the writing. Used to bomb with Black Vanson with the mic stick. Used to get weed from Branson, I was diaper.
I'm Tanice Santel, and I'm back, and this is Chakelet360, the basement. We coming back from that dope DJ Lex mix. He did that because he always whipping out stuff. He be putting me on, y'all. He had to throw the local Baltimore artists in there with the old school dope bars. He even brought them back. Scar Bar, shout out to him. I went to school with him. He still got bars coming out his back pocket. You feel me? That was definitely dope. Can you let us know some of the people that you played in the mix, Lex? Cause you was putting me on. I was like, who's that? There was a couple of them. The battle
like
rap
you said,
shit.
that
Who
was,
you said that was?
I was Miss Hustle. Like you said, Scar Bar and EJ, that John. I don't know, I was all over the place.
Yeah,
J. Cole,
you was whipping them out, like you was mixing it in. So I just wanted to know if we wanted to, you know, bring that up so we can let our local Baltimore artists get some light on that mix, because it definitely was dope. Regardless what you was playing, it was all in the mix like how it should be as far as our show is concerned. So with that being said, you know, we got an ongoing topic. I read a couple of comments in our last segment. And I want to bring that topic back up, starting with the meme, and the meme was, I first fell in love with hip-hop when I heard ... So now we are joined by one of our panelists, one of our guests, our special guest comedian, the one we had last week. She came back again to bless the mic with us. Who we got right there?
Woo woo, what's up? I'm Woo the comedian. What's up, y'all?
I want you to say that one more time. I don't think we heard you.
They ain't hear me. I'm Woo Woo the comedian. What's up, y'all? Gang gang.
Woo Woo the comedian. She back in the building. So I want to kind of, everybody who's here already, because we're waiting for a couple of more people to join us in the building, but everybody who's here already, they already answered the question. We got Shatia. She was on the mic. She gave us some dope insight. She kind of more on the new side of the game, as well as the cameraman, who's Mizzou Network. Give a shout out to him, because he always here on time. He was inquiring with the chef that was here last week. He was asking about them artichoke. I'm gonna make sure we get some of them the next time. Yes. But he also added his perspective to the topic. So, you know, until everybody else get here, you're the only one that has an answer. So let's see what you got to say.
So let me tell y'all my song, and I posted this not too long ago. I posted a meme about like when you rap a whole song and you really think like you sure enough signed because you know all the words to a song. Lottie Dottie, the Slick Rick version and the Snoop Dogg version though. Both of them is my joints though. And it's so crazy because my family, like my
saying that they had
mic check.
There you go.
I'm in the building.
Yes, you are. You in the basement.
Yes.
Totally in the basement. So with that being said, like I'm saying, what was your first encounter with hip hop that made you feel like you fell in love with it?
Okay, so like I was saying, I just posted a post the other day, and I was talking about like when you rap a whole song and you feel like you official because you know all of the words. For me, it's Lottie Dottie, the Slick Rick version and the Snoop Dogg version, both of them. I was listening to it before I probably was supposed to, but I don't care. Like I said all the words, and it's crazy because my family, my step family, when we get together, all together, we sing Lottie Dottie a cappella. Like all of us, we go in and be dancing and all of that. Like it's a great time.
Y'all be beefing in each other's face, getting the
yes, we be in it. I'm trying to tell you, we be dancing, we be going in. I'm trying to tell you, like that is that's it right there.
So that made you fall in love with hip hop.
Definitely.
So I guess to
that Snoop Dogg album,
Doggy Style.
Doggy Style. What? You know back in the day when you used to listen to the tape and write down the word?
Yes.
That's what I used to do.
I did the same
Listen to the tape, stop it, write it down, stop it, write it down some more, bam, go back and then just bars.
Let me tell you what somebody said about that. Yeah, no, let me tell you what somebody said about that. I was just having that conversation before, and I was saying that was one of my hobbies when I was young. I used to like to record the songs. I used to get a whole lot of Maxell, 90-minute Maxell tapes. Shout out to Ghostface. I used to get a lot of those, and I knew that those would be the tapes that I would use to listen to that mix on the radio and try to catch that song that I was trying to record all day and get a whole, cassette tape full of all of the songs that were hot on the radio that I wanted to create my own mixtape with. So I was a DJ in a sense back then, I guess you could say, because I said, no, I got to save this pause record for that song. I got it ready for that song. That got to come after this. So my homeboy told me, oh, well, that's like, what he said? He said, in a rap game, you will get jammed up for that. I was like, why? He was like, because that's like stealing bars because you was writing down. So I wasn't writing down stuff that was already copywritten. I was trying to get an understanding and learn how to recite these bars too, because I loved the song. So in reality, that was my research. My research stint of education in hip hop when I used to do stuff like that. So I just wanted to tap on that issue for you right there.
Yeah.
Go ahead though.
But no, like that's how I used to do. Like that was my thing. Like and like you said, record off the radio, hurry up and stop before they said V103. V103 was this was before 92. You know what I'm saying? It was V103 with my man Frank Ski,
Gene Ross.
You know what I'm saying? I had to hurry up and stop. Like hold up, wait a minute, boom, get that. I'm telling you, like I was real into R&B back then, but still like there's certain albums, like I said, that Snoop Dogg album, Doggy Style, was one of my joints right there. I stole it from my brother. I did. If he listening, he know now. I stole it.
Damn.
I ain't gonna lie.
I could tell you, I have really good recollection. I have a really good recollection on. Excuse me if y'all hear me kind of like redoing words because I do have a set of braces that I'm still getting used to, so they kind of get in my way a little bit. But I have a recollection of a lot of hip hop cassettes, because I wouldn't say albums and I wouldn't say CDs because I didn't always buy CDs. I would get the tape, it was $10.99, you know. So I would get the tape. I bought that Doggy Styles. I couldn't. I walked so far to the record store to get that one. And then that was back when you had to write them songs down because they had the lyrics inside the case by then. And you would be willing to open it up, look at the artwork.
And remember he used to have all of the Dogs doing it and stuff.
Yeah, like it was a whole little cartoon inside of it.
Looking at that.
I was like, why the girl butt sticking out the house like that?
I wasn't supposed to be looking
right
at
there.
Though. I had it though.
So, and then now that you think about it,
I wasn't being honest to real old school.
Now when you think about it, and then speaking of old school, it's like Snoop was even digging back 20 years before him to make a lot of his album back then. Like
Lottie Dottie, that came from Slick Rick, but I know that one too though. Like, but both of them.
Yes, I know both versions. Oh, that's what the correlation with Snoop is. It was the fact that he did the Lottie Dottie over, and that was already your favorite song. So then it's like, dang, then he did it with a blunt in his hand and made it all different.
I was telling you,
girl, yeah. So, I would say. I can't say that it made me fall in love with hip hop, but I would say one of my most favorite classic albums, of course, would be The Chronic.
True.
Because I guess that's Was that like the album that kind of spins Snoop off?
Yeah, 'cause
Or was it the Deep Cover?
It was Deep
soundtrack?
Cover. Deep Cover is what put him on.
So
I
did the
feel
Chronic
like.
come after? No, because did the Chronic come in 91 or 92?
Okay.
Oh, there go DJ. The DJ is speaking.
No.
You know he know.
Dre introduced us to Snoop on a Deep Cover, and
That's
then
what I
the
thought.
album came after.
Right. Deep
Which
Cover
album?
was what put him on.
His Dougie Style. His
So
first
the
album.
Chronic ain't come before Doggy Style?
Oh, hold on.
I know we first knew who Snoop was with the dong 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 dong.
Right.
So let me
Oh
figure
my
this
God,
out
that
for a
was
second.
All right, because that's what I wasn't sure about, because I was having a chronology argument about.
Okay, the Chronic was released in '92,
Okay,
and the Deep Cover joint was, let me see.
that was 91, because wasn't that Omar Epps and
No, 92.
I mean,
92 too. So
okay, so when was Doggy Style released?
90. Oh, so Snoop. So yeah, so we heard Snoop first on
On
Deep
Deep
Cover.
Cover.
He
Deep Cover.
introduced us,
Mhm.
and then the Chronic came. We heard him again, of course, and then his album came.
See how they set him up? Like, all right, here he go. Now we gonna put him on this compilation situation first.
Right.
Then we gonna spin him off into a solo artist.
But that was the practice of the
That's what
90s.
I'm saying.
You know, like,
Mhm.
even though it's not hip hop, but LaFace introduced Tony Braxton on a what you call
The
soundtrack.
Boomerang soundtrack.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
That's what I'm. And speaking of that, cause that's a part of what I loved about hip hop too. That was like that really tied in your love for it, because they found a way to like. Man, a movie soundtrack, because that's how they introduced you. We was talking about this the other day. They introduced Jay-Z on the Nutty Professor soundtrack with Ain't No...
Right.
That was
They
that.
don't play on soundtracks like that no more though.
No, I'm talking about like, so we
They
could all...
don't.
mainstream.
Yeah, because that was set up before Reasonable Doubt dropped, right?
Mhm.
No, Reasonable Doubt was already out. That's what I'm saying.
On the Nutty Professor, when he dropped Ain't No Nigga...
That when Ain't No Nigga came out, Reasonable Doubt was way out. It was already out.
Oh, it was out before Nutty Professor?
I thought that
Yeah.
came out in 96.
See,
Do the research for us real quick.
Google it.
Yeah.
no, I ain't gotta Google it.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, because he said he remembered it being re-released and all that. 'cause
Okay.
He re-released
Yeah,
it too.
my-
Oh, okay.
That probably was what it was.
Oh,
you
right.
He probably, the original date probably was before, and he
And he
re-released it.
re-released it once he blew up from the
Yeah.
sound. But they don't make soundtracks like that no more.
That's what I'm saying.
They really don't. They don't make soundtracks like that no more.
No,
Because
because I like the Buzz the Ring soundtrack.
Yes, I stay Googling songs on the
Okay,
soundtrack
Reasonable
though.
Doubt dropped.
Like, what's
Originally
that?
dropped in '96. Nutty Professor came way after '96.
Not the first one.
What was the first one?
That was the one with Jada Pickett in it.
Right.
That fat ass Dora rap. I know. Yo, like that big brown fat ass
That
Dora rap.
She had, you know, she
Girl.
put some
That shit
burl
was
curls
frizzy
at
as
the
a
bottom.
bitch. Like-
Like, she had burl curls.
Like Jada, you know that ain't real. She tried to, she was lying to us on that. Yes, you baby, you was lying to me. That's what I was saying.
Oh, actually '96 too. The movie came '96, so
Though I think they
Okay.
kind of
It
coincided.
was like around the same time.
Maybe Reasonable Doubt came a little bit before.
the Nutty Professor. I'm telling you, it did. Cause I remember buying that CD way before.
So when
that-
did they
that movie.
re-release it?
They re-released it. Okay, let me get my dates.
That's right.
All right,
Let's get out facts.
June 28th, '96 was the Nutty Professor, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reasonable Doubt. Let me see, Reasonable Doubt.
That's what I'm trying to get in.
No. Let's see, Reasonable Doubt.
So
We trying to get some.
yeah, we try to get
we try to get some
that date.
investigation going on.
Yeah.
Find out some dates.
All right, here we
about this
go.
old school. Y'all
Reasonable
wrecking
Doubt.
my brain and making me feel old.
Okay, Reasonable Doubt was released in '96. The June 25th, '96.
And then when you said the
It got re-released. Let me see, re-released, and the movie was June 28th. So actually, it was a couple of days later.
So they lined that shit up then.
mm-hmm.
Well, actually, Jay-Z had nothing to do with it because Def Jam did that.
I know.
I think that soundtrack, Jay-Z wasn't even on Def Jam.
I ain't really, well, I guess I'm speaking for myself, because I ain't really click on to Jay-Z until after I heard more so the Nutty Professor vibe. You feel me? So it was kind of like, once I heard that, then I probably like went over to the Reasonable Doubt situation.
There are a lot of people who they went back, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was listening to Jay-Z when he just had singles out, before he even had Reasonable Doubt.
When he was still doing like Jazzo and all of that?
No, like when he was by himself, he was done with Jazzo, but he just had singles. Like, he had videos and everything. Used to watch the jukebox and stuff, right?
Yeah, but I can only see the Hawaiian shirt dark skin.
That was before. That was the 80s. That was 88, 89, Hawaiian Sophie.
No. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about when he first, like, Jay-Z as an artist by himself, but just him, he had videos, he had singles. I mean, I don't know, I'm just a hip hop head. Go
ahead. I mean, that's what this show all about. Like, you can speak all of your wisdom and knowledge, because we all here to learn about the classic golden hip hop era.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I was listening to him. I mean, he had singles, you know what I'm saying? Then the Reasonable Doubt album dropped. I remember running to get it because I used to listen to the New York mixtapes, like the Blues and all that, and they used to play all the singles, and that's how I was down with Jay-Z, when Jay-Z was. And then when I heard him on the Clue tape when they did the Brooklyn's Finest, him and Biggie, I was like, oh, this is crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get that Reasonable Doubt, and
okay.
Yeah.
All right, because it's like I said, you hitting it from an angle I ain't come in on, because I kind of wasn't really feeling Jay-Z at first.
I mean, not feeling him is one thing, but I'm saying, not saying he wasn't around. I mean, that's my whole point. I mean, if you wasn't feeling him, that's cool. Everybody got their opinion.
I'm talking about like what I was saying was that's when I began to recognize him more, when he made a pop to me. Like, all right, that's the same dude that was. Right. Because it's like I found myself liking the ain't no, you know what I mean? Right. But it was like I never was like on the path to Jay-Z at that point. I just liked the song because I really was chasing the Foxy verse for real.
Yeah.
Oh, she
definitely.
Yeah, so it was like, and you can clearly hear that he wrote that. Like, come on now. I know he helped pin that one because he wanted her to say it a certain way. So I was chasing her verse, but at the end of the day, it was more like, all right, I heard that and I wanted to see him. Then when I saw him, I was like, what? So then when Reasonable Doubt came out, I was like, but this nigga got bars though, because people making me know that in cosmetology. Like, you don't be listening to that. I'm like, nah, I can't get over that ain't no nigga video yet. Right. And then I started hearing it and I couldn't deny it. So Jay-Z definitely a lyricist, and he's still relevant even after having nearly a 25-year run in hip-hop, because that's basically what that conversation was all about.
Yes.
All right, so
now I want to watch the movie Perfection. I just want to say that.
Oh, I want to see it, but Jada can miss me with that fat ass rap sheet.
Right. With the bird curls.
I need her to get somebody to go back and do some rearranging that. That was that weave just as old as this gold tooth in my mouth. So with that being said, it's just like, you know, let's bring out other guest host, because I'm gonna call him a guest host for right now. Let's try to get him in over here on the mic.
Your boy OG Shizzy Brown's in the building. I was late. It was snowing outside.
I know that's right.
My little GPS wasn't acting right. I would have been here like 15 minutes early.
Oh, Lord have mercy. You had to...
But I'm here though.
No doubt.
GPS be playing with your life though.
So what's going on? What I missed up?
So...
you gotta ask him the question.
Yeah, I was going to ask him this question before we go into our next commercial break, because he'll give us an opportunity to, you know, kind of hear what he got saying. I know he's the real talk specialist, so he gonna drop some real science and make us forget all about what we were saying, what we had said before. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna ask Shizzy TV Lit Podcast. Our subject or our topic today, if you haven't already heard it or seen it or read it, is that we have a topic and it says, I fell in love with hip hop when I first heard ... So, did you hear me, Shiz?
I'm listening to you. You first fell in love with hip hop when?
I said the question was, we first fell in love with hip hop when I heard ...
Oh. Alright, I got that.
So before you answer, there were other questions attached to that, like which verse, which artist, which album. Just give us the first recollection that you have of when you were met with dopeness in your ears for the first time and fell in love, though.
All right, hold up. Let me get this situation together. Oh yeah, it was the Woo album, 36 Chambers. I was coming straight off that club music. I was from off Booby. I was from off DJ Booby. I went straight to DJ Tay-Rock because he was doing hip-hop joints. My big bro Shank put me up on all that. Anything I listened to, I got that from my big bro. You dig? But yeah, it was the Protect Your Neck, matter of fact. It was Protect Your Neck. That's the first Woo song I ever heard. I was like, what is this? Who is this? You know what I mean? Onyx was out though. You know what I mean? But they wasn't hitting like the Woo though. Soon as Woo came out, they shut them. We ain't hear nothing else from Onyx. Shut them down. Shut them down. Ain't that what Onyx was? They shut them down though. Like Woo came through, shut them down. When you heard about Onyx, they done a song with Woo. That was the next time you heard about Onyx. And that joint ain't hit like that.
You actually right. I forgot all about that.
Exactly. Woo shut them slams down.
But go ahead.
Shut them down. You know what I'm
I mean, everybody.
Their first album was hard. I had the Onyx hat and all that.
I ain't gonna lie, like I can really remember a distinctive line from like Sticky Fingers, I think, because it was like they had some grimy ass music. What it was called, Sockin' the Neck. He was like, and by the girl, tell your girl to stop changing the lipstick. I'm starting to get rainbows.
Right.
Yeah.
But see, I was always, I mean, you got like the Grave Diggers. I was listening to all that, but when the Woo though, there was something about that. The beats, you know. I was coming straight from off club music though, like so. It had to be something because that was like totally whole other ends of the spectrum for real. But that joint was crazy. I remember that.
So is it
1058 6B apartment 6B?
Hey, that's that Murphy Home lineage.
I remember hearing that on a cassette tape. We wasn't even rocking the CDs.
We were just talking about the cassette tapes.
Boy, so yeah,
we
shout out to
how
Shank.
we used to stop the tape and write down the lyrics and then play it again so we learn the words.
So y'all don't remember this from Onyx?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So
turn that up.
You said they ain't had no follow-up, like, so.
No, we just.
What year was that? Was like 95?
That was
no. We ain't
that
say,
was the second album.
We ain't say they ain't had no follow-up, but it was like we was all Woo after that.
I'm saying no. This was after the Woo.
Yeah, I know. I heard they second joint too.
Did they get with EPMD or something? Did they kind of coincide with them before?
That's Dies Effects. You thinking about Dies Effects?
No, they was my.
Wait, them niggas was they ain't never had no follow-up.
Oh my God.
Did they? Am I missing something?
Yo, Woo took over. We didn't listen to nothing but listen. When Woo came out, what we started listening to? Mobb Deep.
I don't think we was old enough to listen, Lex. I don't think we was old enough to actually go and cop the tape with the new stuff. I think we was just predisposed to
this is all what it is, right? We all got our own opinions of what we like. You know what I'm saying? Like I was checking for everything. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all probably was like, oh. You know, this is what I like, boom, boom, boom.
No, I was trying to get put on by the box, though.
I was a killer bee soon as I heard.
Yes.
I was a killer bee soon as I heard the Woo.
You telling?
I was ready to go get the tattoo. I wanted to grow my hair, be like math.
I thought I was Mobb Deep.
I saw somebody say it was my nickname.
That Woo, yeah, that makes sense.
That was my nickname. Every time they see me, they be like, Woo.
But that was technically my
That's why everybody would say when they would see me when I walked through the school.
That was technically my nickname. So, but yours made way more sense than mine.
Mine was my last name, but yeah.
So your nickname was Wu-Tang?
A little bit.
Listen, when I was in Booker T middle, me and my crew was the Woo. Me and my crew was the Woo. Everybody like, yo, he was light brown with braids, so you meth, you good. I was black. I was a tall black nigga that always beat on the desk. I was the RZA. You know?
Right.
A man was all. We was the Woo. Niggas little Woo. Everybody was the Wu-Tang member.
I remember growing up, man. My homies, we thought we was Mobb Deep.
See,
we thought we was
Mobb Deep was right. If you listen to Woo, you listen to Mobb Deep. Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. They go hand in hand.
That's true. Cause okay, so I feel like Mobb Deep fall into that Black Moon vibe. Like they kind of. No, I'm talking about the you know the buck 'em down, buck down, like that kind of that with Survival of the Fittest. That was kind of like the videos I remember kind of following each other up.
Yeah, it was the same. Yeah,
not,
you're right.
Not like they got the same type of style, because I'm just saying like that. Those songs kind of fell in the same category to me.
They did. You know what it was? Mobb Deep, even though they was not really commercial, but they had a broader audience than Black Moon.
Yeah.
So like you said, it was the same kind of vibe, but
and like Smith and Wesson, like them kind of you know rap duos and stuff. So it's just like I can't really say that I'm like, oh yeah, my mind is like a mental hip hop encyclopedia, and I can just go straight to the chapter where you have these
That's
sets
right.
of
When I
artists.
do the old school mix, I'm gonna take you there.
So yeah, that's a good warning right there. I always am impressed with the old school mix. I've had callers and listeners from last week who was telling me that they heard that joint last week. They was like dope musical selection, and I agree. So I know I'm always surprised as the host because I let Tim rock out and do his thing. He always got something he pulling out his back pocket, so I cannot wait. All right, so what about like a verse or a line that you can distinctively remember? We can ask everybody at the table that, and then I guess right after that we can hit a commercial break.
Alright, so who's starting that? Me?
You can start it off.
Oh shit. Old Dirty, of course. Like ain't nobody never heard nobody like that. Like what is this guy doing on here? Like he was singing. All kinds of shit. He was crazy. He say the craziest shit. Like probably the first dude you heard on some shit like that. You feel me? Like he was just all over the place. Him, he was distinctively the dude I remember. Meth was always a number one.
Give us a bar or something you can remember from old.
Man, oh man. I'm not right there. You gonna have me barking and all that. We all know. If you're a real Woo joint, you know feel me? Real Woo fan, there's no way you don't know what I mean about Old Dirty. I ain't even gonna give y'all no verses, man, because you feel me? I can't think of nothing right now. But that's Old Dirty. We all know him, and nobody don't sound like this guy. So I mean, that's what made me gravitate towards him. When I started rapping, I was more in that type lane. I was saying a little crazy, wild type shit. Niggas like, yo, kind of like on this Old Dirty shit, because like, just be saying crazy shit. Like,
I think him and Busta Rhymes, didn't he make a song
They
together?
did a song together.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
I was so
they did a song.
happy.
It was the Busta Rhymes remix to Woo-Ha. And it was only right to put OD.
They were like silver and gold body.
That joint was crazy. Yeah,
I was so happy. All right, well, I guess putting that on the table, you know, and just before we go into the commercial break, if y'all could think real quick. I'm just putting y'all on the spot because I tend to do that. I'm sorry, but give us one of the best that you can remember. It don't have to be old school specifically. It could be new. It could just be your opinion, but. What's like one of the best hip hop collaborations that you could say you've heard? It could be past, present, or one that you would want to see. So past, present, future. What is the collabo that you'd like to see together or would like to see together?
I mean, probably already, like what we was just talking about, the Mobb Deep and Woo and the Ghost jumped on the Mobb Deep, Ghost and Ray jumped on Mobb Deep joint, Nas, you feel me? That's why his name Nas Escobar, hanging with the Woo. He gave himself a last name. Like, they too influential with anybody. Nas was out already, shining, legend. You feel me? But they still influence him. That's where Escobar came from. Like, they just
so there was no Woo and Nas collabo before?
They like it, yeah. I think on, when they on the Mobb Deep, they all of them was on the Mobb Deep song together or something?
No, it wasn't, it was a Nas, Raekwon. It wasn't the whole Woo. He just did songs.
Yeah. It used to be like Ray and Ghost
that
all
was
the
verbal
way.
intercourse, right?
Right. And then on Mobb Deep
How I forget that?
No,
And then
he
on
said a
Mobb Deep
Woo
album-
collab, like the whole group.
And then on Mobb Deep album, they did a song with Ghostface and Nas.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
And maybe Meth.
And Raekwon was on the drum.
I hate that I don't know what song that is right off the break. Right
What song?
the one you talking about, the collaboration
On
with
Mobb Deep?
Ghostface and Nas and Mobb Deep.
I think the
I
joint,
can tell you. Give me a second.
Ooh,
the
that
joint
sound-
Nas was on was, what that joint was? Was it? It wasn't Sugar Ones, it was the other joint. What the joint? I remember your verse, how it came in.
Ooh, see, this is type of stuff that I like to get caught up and tangled up into. But while we are trying to figure all of that out, go ahead and think on that shit.
Yeah, because it was Raekwon and Nas on the song with, on the Mobb Deep joint. I don't think Ghost was on it. I think it was Nas and Ray.
We gonna figure this out. Somebody gonna have to Google that when we on
We
it.
gotta Google it.
The Eye for Eye
I
joint.
got it.
All right.
Eye
Oh,
for eye.
you got it pulled up already?
Oh, y'all wanna hear it?
Tell me it ain't
I
Eye for
know, I
Eye.
ain't know what
Tell
you
me it
was
ain't
gonna
Eye
do.
for Eye.
You can definitely bust out his if he right or wrong. You
My
drop
cousin
that
Sleepy
joint.
said he tripped.
Oh, people helping you. He getting answers.
No, they telling me I'm
He getting
wrong.
answers. Somebody Googled it.
you wrong.
He telling me I'm wrong.
Oh, Lord.
No, we know verbal intercourse, Nas. That
Who
was
that
on.
Tanner
That was
Face?
on. Built for Cuban Links. We know that. That's the purple
Yeah, that's the
tape.
purple
We
tape.
talk about the joint that was on a Mobb Deep album.
Mobb Deep album.
It was the Eye for Eye.
Okay, Eye for an Eye. That was just Nas and Raekwon.
That's what I was thinking.
But they got a joint with Ghostface too, right?
I think Ghost.
Y'all asking me. I feel like
Alright, come
I'm
on.
lost. Like let's see what DJ because he.
Oh, I got it right here. It's called Right Back at You. Mobb Deep featuring Raekwon and Ghostface.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite joints.
When we go
You
on
heard
the
that?
break.
Right Back at You.
So that's what I'm gonna go ahead
I
and
remember
say
the beat
that's
and
a
all
good segue for us to go into the break. So we're gonna go into that collaboration, hear this old school joint that I don't recall, and I'm so mad about that. We gonna do that for us.
That's why you gotta listen to the B-side.
Yeah, the B-side situation.
No, that was my favorite joint, Right Back at You. That was one of the hardest joints on the Mobb Deep.
Alright, so we gonna go into the break and we gonna be right back at you. It's Chakelet360 The Basement. Yeah!
I'm still.
You gotta let me clear the mic.
It was on the album. See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, we was listening to
90Q wasn't gonna play this. This had to be you bumping that for your life.
Yeah, but I'm saying we
This is Mobb Deep album, the
I never
Infamous
put the
album.
whole album. I had to survive it. And I'm glad because we are a complete panel at this point. So, before I introduce our guests, I just would like to say that in the break, during DJ Lex's mix, we were able to crack open that Love and Rock. He really did that thing. We're going to let our in-house comedian and real talk specialist kind of commentate on what they have had in that box. What up?
My plate gone. I had a roasted lemon. Everybody was laughing when I said that. My cousin felt that. But no, the crab cake situation, he got the good cheesy broccoli. That's the type shit you get.
The corn sweet as
He
ever.
said his name and shit is Love in the Box. He really put love in that box.
What else they got, Woo?
I'm telling you, then we had the chicken on top of the rice, the asparagus. The asparagus is, oh, let me tell you, it's seasoned to perfection and cooked perfectly. Because sometimes people can cook it too long. It's really good. I'm trying to tell you. Because I cook. So I know when it's right or it ain't right. It's right.
Right.
Trying to tell you, Chef Rock.
Chef Rock, shorty, what you think, big home?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that cheese, man. You can do
Yes,
that
sir.
grilled cheese.
Yes,
Right.
sir. Hell yeah.
Right.
Shorty. Oh, wait, listen.
Man, that
Now,
shit
this your
gone.
biggest fan. We ready to go to your biggest fan right here.
Shit gone, Chef Rock. Hey, Chef Rock, that shit talk.
You threw it out.
That shit torch, Chef Rock. You already know what it is,
Hey,
man.
my
Torch in
man
the box.
said
Fuck
he
love
said
in the
he's still
box.
waiting on
Torch
that
in the box.
asparagus, too.
Yeah.
He's still waiting on that asparagus too.
Yeah.
We gonna spin it around. We ain't finished though. Who else?
Man.
Listen. She done went and sat down.
She
Sat down off the panel on the couch now.
What she said? She driving bars. What you say about the box?
chilling.
Man.
She said she sit back. She ain't even on the panel no more.
That was definitely
Hold up, cause we still ain't finished. And the man on the wheels is still playing all that real music.
Look,
What you say?
I'm still eating.
That shit, man.
I ain't eating none yet.
I'm
It was
still-
for me.
I'm
But
I'm
don't
still
let
eating.
y'all like that. I got mine's packed up. And he
Oh,
gave
yeah,
me an
that's
extra
right,
drink.
though.
See? You got
Oh, you
love.
ain't eat on
You
him?
got love for your cash.
Nope.
You worry about your cash
I
more
made
than
sure that
yourself.
the love was spread into the cast through the
That's
boxes.
what's up.
Yeah,
Thank
That's
you,
real
y'all.
shit.
We
That.
love your love for your birthday.
Yay!
The cast members love you.
Hey, so for speaking of my birthday, I had to get a special guest in here because we didn't have a musical guest last week for our premiere, but I had to get a specific one because I was going to him, I was seeing him, I was reposting his stuff. I was like, yeah, when I get my show, I need you on there. Every time I see him, if I ask him to drop some bars, there's no hesitation. He got them for you in the back pocket, ready. He got the guns loaded. You feel me? He got the lyrics on Dizzack. So who we got on the mic right there?
Haze Boy Smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's just get into the interview by starting with the question that we had for the night, or the topic rather. And the topic was, I first fell in love with hip hop when I heard ... So being that you are about 20, right?
Right.
So being though you're really young in the game or whatever, I would be interested to know like what was the first thing you heard that made you fall into hip hop? Fall in love with it rather.
This would really make me fall in love with rapping, because like it was hard for me to get my point across to people. So it was like really hard for me to get my point across, like explain myself to somebody.
Right.
So I'd be like, man, maybe they can hear it in the music. And they hear it in the music.
I can hear it in the music, yo. That joint is official.
So basically, like let's just ask you this. you fell in love with music when you realized it was the best way to communicate your message.
Right.
Okay. So how long have you been rapping though?
Since I was 9.
Oh yeah, so you at least got 10 in the game.
I ain't know though. I knew him since he was 9.
I know all your mothers and uncles and them. Like,
man, yo,
I was like, oh, that's his mom. Okay.
And go check my man out on a real Murphy Holmes story. He was killing that shit on there
Yes,
too
he
in
was.
the hood.
That's where I first
real
seen
shit,
it.
man.
Yeah, rest in peace to Uncle Luke.
Man, for real, bro.
Yeah, that was a Murphy Home legend. We had him
Definitely.
on our first season of Chakelet360. We did an interview with him, and he also brought Lil Nay, who was another
man.
residential representative that came to the show and really rocked it up for us on that episode. But speaking of rest in peace, Luke, that was another one of the times where I was able to capture your attention long enough to record you and have you do the freestyle. And I still got the video, by the way. I just had to get a little clip because I ain't want to give everybody everything. You feel me?
Right.
But just, you said, I know that the mixtape you're dropping right now is called SOTH3. So it's the part 3. So give us some insight into what does that mean, and tell us about the other 2 before you got to the 3rd one.
Oh man, like the first, it's really 4 though. I put out 2.5.
I was going to say it was a 0.5 something. Hold.
Yeah. So I ain't really put 2.5 out there yet. I was gonna hold that for a little while. But like my first 2, it was like I promoted them wrong. I ain't do no interviews about them, nothing.
So when you say promoted them wrong, what you mean? Like because you like missed out on interviews, you just kind of like put them out and wanted people to hear them.
Right. I just put them out. You know what I mean? It was like basically all my work for real. I ain't really had no team really promoting me, really helping me promote myself or nothing like that. I just had to find out all the routes. When I found out about them, I just executed them. You feel me? I just started going at them like full blast.
That's what's up.
So you lived off experience like lives. You all experience. You dealt with it like.
Right.
You can feel me like that's the best way to do it though. You know what I mean? So niggas can't get over on you. You already know what to look for. You did. Right. You done did it all yourself, though. I mean, you won't need a team eventually to get you to the next level. But if you know all the business, they can't get you. Like, a lot of people don't know the business. You feel me? You gotta know the business.
Right.
Or they gonna burn your ass up. You gonna think you getting money, but that nigga behind you getting way more money. He got a Bentley. You know feel me?
Right. Right.
And you hard, shorty. You definitely gonna be getting that money. So learn that business. You know feel me? You still young, so. You got time, nigga, Google it. You can learn every goddamn thing from Google and YouTube, nigga.
And that's what I'm saying, like, you just get some people that really, like, believe in your craft, but you do, like, what he's saying is, it's a cutthroat business. You can probably get sucked into somebody kind of building you up with a false statement, and then they have you thinking one thing, and then they really benefiting and you not, and then you look up and they good and you ain't. Like, and it's all your talent on the table, you know what I'm saying? So, basically what Shizzy was saying, like, to kind of build on his point, which is to, learn some of the business practices yourself, so you can kind of know when you being approached with some flim flam. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like some jankiness.
They come with the best sound and shit ever. Like they come with the better. You gonna get this advanced, that bop bop. You gotta pay all that shit back. And yeah, don't sell good now. You hold these niggas. You feel me? So how you balling if you hold these niggas? They supposed to have your back.
You gotta listen to the horror stories.
You feel me? So, but now
people been through.
The beautiful part about you rapping now is the way it is now. You can go independent. You feel me? Like J. Cole and them, I mean, who is Chance the Rapper? Chance the Rapper won a Grammy already. He independent. He not signed with nobody. All them other niggas that say they independent, they not. They lying. You feel me? We ain't even gonna get on that part. Listen, we not gonna get Shizzy Liddy right now. You know I be having bones to pick with niggas, but no. Independent is the way to go. So niggas are lie and say they independent to get that audience, because that's what people like now. But they be really signed. Like niggas been signed for years, still say they independent. Chance the Rapper is not signed. He gave $1 million to the school system in Chicago already, and he won a Grammy already.
And he didn't really want the recognition for that. He kind of did it silently, but they told us anyway. So let's just get back in the, your hip hop. I guess interest for hip hop and when it developed for you. So you said you were about 9, which was like 11 years ago, which is like 96. So in that time, I mean 06, my bad. It's like 06, my bad. Damn, I done went back 20 whole years. 10. So in 2006, what was the music scene like at that time? Like, who was like, was Rick Ross and Jeezy kind of?
Wayne,
Weezy. Yeah, I was definitely rocking on all of them.
Cause I was like high school.
Yeah, I was
Wayne,
like
Gucci.
Gucci, man.
Yeah.
Gucci was
I
the
think
man.
Jeezy was out.
Yeah.
Ross just came out.
I think Jeezy
Ross
came
To the
out.
limit.
Yeah.
Ross.
Yeah, they came out 05. Him and Jeezy kind of came in 05.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No,
that-
Jeezy's second album was coming out in 05. Jeezy been out. Rick Ross just was coming. I remember that. I was copping them CDs. I remember that.
Yeah, because he was like, push it to the
I
limit,
remember
let's
that.
go to Miami,
Yeah,
right?
that was his first album, but Jeezy's second joint was coming out when Ross' first joint was coming out.
So that kind of explains, that was why, the reason why I said that was because I wanted to hear, you know, like, go back to that time, try to find who the popular artists were at that time, and then that can kind of, you know, explain and distinguish what kind of, you know, artists you were looking up to develop your style. Not like you was trying to be like them, but they was your like anchors in the hip hop.
Especially that Top Back T.I. that remix.
Oh,
man.
What?
Damn.
Definitely. Yeah, man. That was a good time too. 06 and all that. That was good music,
It
yo.
was. That music was
Good
incredible.
music.
So, with that being said, just since we kind of in nostalgia, I would be interested to know, as a 20-year-old artist, and us being pretty much almost twice your age, give us your top 5, and it could be of all time hip-hop artists, rappers.
Alright.
It don't have to be in a particular order, just 5 of them.
I'm gonna start it off with Kiss, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Good
That's my
Yeah.
favorite.
That's when you know we got bars if
Yeah.
you say somebody like that.
I like Kiss. Kiss right now. I like Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
I like Jay-Z.
That's
Hold on, wait a
T-Boy.
minute. Is this who we like, or was it top
His top 5.
Okay.
I just want, I'm interested to hear a 20-year-old's top 5
Oh
of
yeah,
hip
go
hop.
ahead, go ahead. I'm good.
I like Kiss, Jay-Z.
Mm.
Feel me? I give it to Jeezy. Jeezy. Boosie.
Yes.
Yes.
Feel me? And let me see.
Don't it always be that 5th one be the hardest, because you be like,
We try and keep it. You know, there be a lot of them.
I always have a hard time. Can't nobody ask me this, and I don't think they ever the same.
He got good
I don't
ass
know.
lists so
Yeah,
far.
he
That-
Let's say, let me see if I can finish it off with. I like Webby too. You feel me?
Oh,
Came up off
Webby put me on Boosie.
You know what?
Wow.
When he said Boosie, I was
man.
like, damn, because Webby got bars too.
But you know we love
That was
Boosie
your
up
They
here.
did kind of mirror and you know, like counteract with each other.
Webby came out first, like mainstream. He came out with that shit with Bun B on there. Then
And it's crazy
that drove me
because
to smack
you know they
D
put
where I
them
seen
together.
Boosie. I'm like, I like him better.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
feel me? But
They
both
put
of them
them
lit,
together.
though.
Like they was two young niggas.
Oh, they
doing
was
that.
2 separate artists and
They
they
was
tried
two. They put them together.
Oh, shit.
It's like I work with him, and then he do his shit to still he leave, and
Yeah.
then another young nigga. I'm like, yo, you know
Y'all
what?
should be together.
Right, it's this young and not
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's how Webby.
They
and
probably
Boosie-
just seem so similar in the booth. He just sort
Well,
of.
you gotta think they both from the same.
Yeah, but I'm saying the style and the tempo of their
Yeah.
raps and stuff.
They
That
showed
was
up.
a good list. Like,
Yeah, that was
Showing
great.
up.
Like,
you
I
know
thought
they
he was gonna go a little-
They partners though. They be together.
no, I'm talking about like his overall top
Oh, his
5.
shit was
Like
good.
for him to be,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He named some.
Soon as he said Kiss, I was satisfied with my man.
Yeah,
Come
he
on,
said
y'all.
that
That's good
first.
for
My
3.
man that say Kiss, he ball master.
Yeah.
Kiss is a ball
But
master.
see,
So,
you know who else I like? Who compliments Fabulous. y'all.
Fabulous
Yeah.
is in my
that
top
motherfucking
5.
album is
And
fire,
Louis.
boy.
In my
Louis
top
Banks,
5.
though?
They got the album
That.
together. You heard it?
I know
already?
Freddie and Jason,
Freddie
but I'm
and
talking about. I think Louis
Oh.
Banks got bars.
Lloyd Banks started that bar
Yeah,
shit.
we gonna
okay.
touch on that first.
Lloyd Banks started all that punch.
Okay.
Every line you say is a punchline. Jada Kiss been a punchline king, but when
Right.
Lloyd Banks did it every line, like he wasn't saying nothing but punchlines. You ain't
One
give
of
you
my
no
favorites.
breath punchlines.
Let
Everything.
me ask you a question. Now, you're a younger guy and you new in a rap generation. How do you feel about punchlines?
I feel like that should be the main. That should be a big part of what's going on right now, cause it ain't about that right now. It's about some whole other type stuff. You feel me? Like everything should have a message to it.
Right.
Feel me? Like
That's
I don't like what's going on right now.
This come
bro.
from my young boy. This
But
ain't.
it's cool though.
No,
Yeah, that's a good
This
answer.
from my
because
young boy. This ain't no 30, 40,
a lot of
or
artists
20.
these days saying they feel like punchline is played out. That's old school.
It's never gonna be played out. That don't even make sense.
That's like
That don't even make sense.
You know what it is though? You know what it is? Because they lack of it and they ain't got it. So
Because they
try
rely on the production and the
So
beat
they try
and
to
the
down
hook.
they try to downplay it and
This what I was
use
saying.
it as same way with DJing. If a lot of DJs who can't scratch, they say, "Oh, that's so old, scratching and stuff." You know what I'm saying? Because they can't. But I'm just telling you how people downplay.
You're not a DJ if you're not scratching and whipping. What are you talking about?
But see, I'm just saying that's how people downplay, stuff. Like if they can't master it or get it, they try to take it out and say, "Oh, it's old."
Right.
Yeah.
No, but see, that's what I think. That's for battle. Like if you doing your radio thing, you try to make the money for the little label and all that. All right, yeah, that's some you get creative. But no, when you from where we from, you gotta rap like that. Like you gotta be saying something. You can't just be cars and my belts and all that. Like nigga, we seen you was just fighting yesterday. Why you don't talk about that? You just was in the police was on your ass. That's what we want here.
All right, check this out.
Right.
Give me a line, a punch, like a bar in general, a line where it went over your head and then like a week later, whatever, you're like, oh damn, I finally like.
This for him?
I'm gonna start with him.
Yeah, start with him.
It was it any
one bar?
Yeah, I mean just any scenario where you was listening to something
that I wrote.
No, just in general.
Anybody?
And yeah, and it went over your head, and then you like, oh, that shit didn't even make sense. That shit was corny. And then suddenly you like, oh, it come to you like a week later, or next day or whatever. Like, was it anything that you ever like heard and it was just went over your head because it was so crazy? Then when you realized what he said, you was like, damn.
Yeah.
Who was it and what?
Kiss told me. You feel me? He said, look, if you can't save money, you're useless, and all you're gonna ever have is excuses. Feel me? So I ain't never know, like, you feel me? I was like, damn, what you talking about?
Right.
Feel me? But that's when it sucked down. I was like, damn.
It really pertain to you, like, oh, that's what you was saying. Like, you gotta get this shit together.
Go ahead,
get it together.
I don't know. I think I said this before, but it seemed like everybody like, oh yeah, that's what he said, that's what he said. I'm like, yeah, but it's the way he said it in my capacity at the time. I ain't know what he meant. But, because it was like, he just sounded like he was rhyming up saying something slick. But when he was like, Ghostface on the, my seeds, marry his seeds, that's how we keep Wu-Tang money up in the family. Like, yo, if you have a daughter, I have a son, let's make them marry each other. We build our money, we keep our bloodline tight, and we build our wealth. Yeah. That's what they were saying. I just thought it was something slick in the bar,
and
the end of verse.
Shine and done already. So you know the blueprint already.
Well, we are approaching our 250 mark, and I definitely can't leave this show without us doing some bars, so how are we going to do this? Do we want to just go ahead and transition into the booth, or we want to give them another song set up and come back there? Because we got break open for y'all. We got a good surprise for y'all.
No, we need to use that all this time.
Huh?
You need to use that all
Randy
this
White,
time.
you're right.
All right, so
shout out to my man Randy.
Let's go do a quick mic check, because we're gonna get him on the mic in a few seconds. But let's just finish up the interview by asking him just a couple of more questions, because we'll give you the last 5 minutes. You don't even need 5, but I know you'll kill it in the last 5.
Yeah.
So with that being said, it was like, all right, so we got Jadakiss being one of the most influential artists that you say you kind of had an opportunity to, build your craft with, or just admire him in that sense. So when it comes to the music, do you have people that you would prefer to work with in the city so far, like on a local level? Like, since you're just starting out, or when, you're getting your buzz up or whatever, is there artists that you see in the city that's already buzzing that you feel like you would like, all right, I collaborate with them if I had an opportunity?
Yeah, I collaborate with anybody.
Okay, that's a good answer.
That's a good answer.
That's a good answer. But see, because there's artists now that I guess when they kind of reach a certain level and when they get a couple of, more likes or followers, they begin to try to, start creating these outlandish like demands, like, oh, you want to do a feature with me? That's $1,500, and it's like, like how does the $1,500, me paying you $1,500 for you to be on my song, how can you guarantee that that's going to work in my favor? Yeah.
Right.
So have you ever ran into that? Like people kind of like if you were interested in working with them and they kind of hit you with a price or something, or like for a feature or?
No, cause I don't really be asking for no features from nobody.
I know that's right.
I don't really want nobody.
So with that being said, on your mixtape that's coming out, let us know when that's coming out and how many tracks and all of that.
It's coming out tomorrow. It's 15 tracks. J Love on there.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Out of 15 tracks, you only got one feature, and that's J Love.
Yeah.
I know that's right. So do you have intros, outros, you know, like skits or whatever on there?
Yeah. I sent
Okay.
them. You ain't got them in your email?
No, I'm getting you to tell everybody so they can go.
Oh, we need to.
Yeah. So with that being said, yeah, because you got 86 bars. Give us a couple of songs off your list.
It's this song called Trust Fuck. Feel me? I think everybody gonna feel that. It's the intro, cause if I know everybody had a friend that you probably was in a relationship with somebody and you on the person stop being in a relationship,
right?
And you had friends that helped the person bring you down. Like that was your old,
that's crazy.
Since your old girl or anything, and you have a friend that try to be a like that. She know like trying to get back at you for real. You feel me? Like trying to hold you down for real.
Okay.
So, but I stayed strong though.
Oh wow!
My young boy got
I
concept.
can't wait to hear that song. Like,
I want to hear that.
What's the name of the song?
Which one?
What's the name of that song you just talking about?
He said that's the intro.
It's called Trust Fuck.
That's the
I ain't
very
sent
first.
it.
Oh, you ain't
But
sent
do
that
you
one?
have your CDs here?
No, I ain't
That's
got
how he going. That's how
I
he
got
cooking
one
it
with
up.
me.
See,
I got one.
he cooking it up. He gonna have everybody wanting to go
Yeah,
cop that.
wait
He
a
ain't bring
minute.
no music. He done
Yes,
told
sir.
his fuck. Yeah, that's how you get him the cop. Sure.
So get them to you know, like your status or let them know you was listening. Let them know they was listening while you was talking. Like you got anybody you want to shout out? You got a crew? Is it a Hayes Boy crew or?
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, I got a couple people that got their name under Hayes Boys,
Okay.
but they don't really be showing a lot of support like that. So it just be like me for real. So I still thank y'all though. For having y'all name under Hayes Boys.
I like how you did that. Yo, that was dope how you slipped that little acknowledgement real quick. So let everybody know where they could find you, like on, you know, social media, like you have Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram.
Yeah, you can find me on all social medias under HayesBoy_Smoke.
Everybody go follow that. If you on my live, follow that nigga now.
So you guys, but do you have anything like? I mean, is your mixtape on Spotify? Is it on, you know, Spinrilla?
It's gonna be on Spinrilla at sell a lot of CDs.
Okay. All right. So you want so it drops tomorrow. You want to sell all of the physical CDs first, and then you'll re-release it on Spinrilla after.
Yeah.
That. Okay, that's
So
what's
that was
up.
a lot of hard work by myself, so I gotta get something back.
Yeah, no doubt. So when you say hard work, that was like a lot of studio time and, you know, like rerunning back the bars and doubling up the tracks and editing and.
No.
Okay.
I go to the studio, I can do like 5 songs in 1 hour.
Who?
Me, they just be looking.
Oh, so since you said that, I can't wait to get you in this booth that we got, because here at Chakelet360, we call ourselves the basement because we really do have a booth. And shout out to Big Tigger for that. That's a throwback. Yeah. So we gonna just try to make a transition. We gonna play a quick little background music. Give us some background music real quick while we try to get him in there on the mic real quick, cause he knocking out 5 songs in the hour. I be saying,
you got to go straight into it.
Man, I be saying dudes take real long getting one song done.
Let him get in there.
All right, we about to translate into the booth. So
translate into the booth.
Yeah. So we gonna get him set up.
Hayes Boy Smoke. Yeah. Y'all ready now?
Yeah, we ready.
Hit it back one time. Yeah, try to say some space for a real nigga. Slave life, yeah, I been in the field, nigga. Mechanic Smoke, call me up, I deal with it. I or change the beat, then I kill switch it. Look, bad bitches only fuck with real niggas. Paper chasing plug, non steel grippers. Come take a shot of me, bitch, I'm real liquor. I know some crunch the perk down, sniff the pill niggas. And every last one of them a deal with you. They at their best even when they feeling ill, nigga. I get extra paranoid when the cell cop. Cause I got 84 nickels by the mailbox. Sanitized on the beat, had to clean it up. All my bitches got a bag and they bad as fuck.
I don't try to save a bitch and shit squeeze lemon. Read the sign cause you fucking with the speed limit. Walking through my hood, I be high off life. Might cop a new coupe, eyeball white. I remember block hugging all day, all night. Remember days in December, all of my worst winners. Prepared for the first cause we know what the first bring us. Keep a 9 close cause these niggas filled with anger. Fuck it. Rather you than me. Keep my goals down the road so I can cruise on E. You can pay me in rock or you can pay me in shake. I don't give a fuck long as you pay me in weight. You can't smell your own chicken when you play with your face. Twitter shots I never follow when they enter your face. Give your lawyer more racks when you win in the case. Keep your eyes wide open when you enter the state. I got a place for you to park from 11 to 8. Take time to find a vein or you can play with your face. I'm great.
Yeah, let them know, cuz. Let them know. Hayes boy.
Smoke, man.
Yeah.
Know what it is.
Yeah.
This nigga said, eyeball white. That's yours. You made that up.
Yeah, he said, you see me in the
I hear any nigga tell you that, I'm gonna say, my man Hayes boy made that up.
Man, you gonna be at the dealership.
Send my nigga a check.
You gonna be at the dealership. They be like, what color you want, man? We like, man, give me that
Eyeball white.
on the floor. All right, so
86 bars, right?
yeah. So that was a dope show. I'm glad our guest was here. We rocked it out. We gonna have him on more. We gonna bring him on more often. You feel me? 'Cause we gotta let him kill that booth. You know what I'm saying? If you the guy here a little sooner, we done let you. Yes, you did. You blessed it. You the first one. You the first interview here for us. You was the first one to bless the booth. So it was a lot of firsts here. Thank y'all so much for joining us. This Chakelet360, the basement. We'll be back next week. We'll be back next week. We got our guests. We gonna take them out. Go ahead and let everybody know where you gonna be at next woo woo.
Look, I'm out tonight. This woo woo. I'm gonna represent and be there for my girl Tiana at Sully's tonight. But I'm rocking out December the 29th with talent at Lord, I can't think of the name.
You better get your affairs together.
Oh my gosh. But my boy Chucky, so just look out for me. Follow me on Instagram, woo_the comedian. I post all my stuff. I'm out here. I'm a grinding.
Yeah.
She funny, yo. She funny.
Definitely is. Go ahead,
Well,
shit.
you already know it's your boy Shizzy Lizzy. We done feel me. Shizzy Lit Podcast shit. Facebook page, yo. Shiz TV Facebook page. That's why I want everybody to go to. Fuck the gram. Fuck the YouTube. Go to my Facebook Shiz TV page. It's lit over there. Go now, right now. No, go now, right now.
And then we have our cameraman, the legendary Who's Mizzou, coming from Baltimore to DC Connect.
Yeah.
Man, Who's Mizzou at Who's Mizzou Network, man. Y'all gonna see me with Chocolate, so y'all gonna see her tagging me in her shit. So yeah, catch me there.
Alright, and then we got our guest, Hayes Boy Smoke.
Hayes Boy Smoke, thank y'all for having me today.
Yeah, you definitely killed the booth. That's what's up.
86 bars, man. This one of them songs I'm gonna be really pushing right here, man.
And we gonna close the show out with that.
Check this shit out.
Like MJ, Michael Jordan, nigga, Michael Jackson. If they ask you, tell them Michael asking. Can't wait to cop my own jet, so I can walk gently to the Aston. Sneak dissing on the real nigga. All boy, I'm at the push the button. All boy, I'm at the send of Russians. All boy, I'm about to fuck your bitch. Have her twerking all to my shit. Have a moan walking to the dick. I'm about to put you in some deep shit. Who want beef? I ain't got no pics. I cashed out, you don't see me in it. You watch it starve and eat a TV dinner. Dope crib with the TVs in it. You smoking shit with the seeds in it. Pump your brakes through the speed limit. They rap my lines and they believe in it. Pocket rocket in my pocket. Ain't got cock it back and pop it. I fry a nigga like hot pans. Top notch, bitch, you know that. I got a box for the toe tags. Grey Goose and Moet. Had the nigga bitch so wet. Why you think they hating so bad? They say I blued up too fast. Trap me nigga changed my life. Some on coke then Coca-Cola. Or why your nigga bitch I'm from the Noya. Warm coke mixed with Baker Cola. Ran it up, now the wait is over. Like the coupe but I take the roller. I fucked your bitch, I had a fucking screaming. Why you think she keep on daydreaming? She picture you and not fucking framing. Hating ass, you're a fucking demon. Chasing money, you can catch me scamming. How many time I gotta tell these niggas? How many time I gotta tell these bitches? Ain't too many of these niggas fucking with me. If you want it litty, you can go and book me. Got a bag, plus I'm in my prime. So them labels can't overlook me. Scrapped up and I'm applying pressure. Since you niggas wanna go against me. Bad bitch on her knees. Bitch forgot to even breathe. Make me come on, I'ma leave. It's a must, not a please. Tip the bitch like a fee. On the block serving weed. So much weed I got on cleats. Versace chain for the piece. 7 bands in a week. Stacking stuff, gotta eat. I learned this shit from the streets. A nigga better not fuck with me. I have him gone in a week. She pulled up SRT. 4 pipes on the Jeep. Anything for a G. Everybody like, what the fuck? Man, somebody better pick 'em up. Man, the kid really blowing up. Grinding hard, ain't letting up. Smoking haze in the ant truck. 20 shots now, patch him up. Purple haze, purple activist. Haze season gone roll the Dutch. Haze boy, motherfucker smoke. Never been a motherfucker joke. You want smoke, I'ma give you smoke. Shoot the tray pound through my coat. Amalan busting through traffic, the hospital bag, give you hope. Yeah, Haze boy smoke.
Basement to represent in that booth. Just give us a feeling of how, you know, how did it feel to you? Like, did it do everything it's supposed to do?
Yeah, I like that booth, and every time I walk in the booth, it's like walking to heaven.
Oh, that's what you consider having the booth.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you get to the top of the pearly gates, you want to see some earphones, some soundproof, and a mic.
Yeah, and a fish
what
tank.
up? That's what. And a fish tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's just let everybody know where they can find you and where your project is, what it's called.
You can find me on all social medias, Haze Boy Smoke, HAZZEBOY_Smoke. Yeah, and I'm promoting this next mixtape, Straight Out the Hood 3.
We gonna help you too, yo.
Yeah, SOTH 3.
3.
And you can find them on all social media, like you said, at Haze Boy. So I just wanted to make sure I covered all that stuff.
I'm gonna definitely promote your shit, bro.
Alright.
Yeah, that's what's up. So
I mean, you got some substance, man. All that extra shit.
How you feel about the Baltimore music scene right now?
Right, he's
How I feel about it? I feel as though everybody doing their thing, but Haze Boy Smoke got really put the sauce on everything.
Got you. Do
You
you?
know how I feel though.
Is Baltimore considered the DMV? Cause I don't really, cause I'm from DC. We DC. You feel me? Maryland, Virginia. But you know they bring it together, DMV. But Baltimore, y'all don't even claim Maryland. Y'all like, man, we Baltimore. So do you feel as though Baltimore is the DMV?
Yeah.
So, all right, no question, man. Once again, thank you, Tanice Chakelet360 for even throwing the alley oop like this for me, man. Thank you. You the first Baltimore artist to ever grace my camera. You the first artist to ever, you know, did the booth hit. Thank you, bro. I'm on the lookout. I'm stay tuned. Got my people in DC. I'm gonna get them to check you out.
Right.
So stay tuned, man. You gonna be handing a lot from me coming soon.
Alrighty.